We need to talk about discipline. And I don't mean the motivational quotes or the cold shower challenges. We're going to break down why it feels so impossible to hold on to and expose the one simple, uncomfortable truth that changes everything.
It starts right here, in this quiet moment, before the day even really begins. The world is silent, and it's just you and that sound. And in that tiny space between the alarm and your feet hitting the floor, a decision is made. It feels so small, right? Insignificant. I'll just stay in bed a little longer. But it's not small. Actually, it's everything.
Because this is the fundamental choice you make, not just this morning, but in every single moment that follows. Will you act on what you know you need to do, or will you avoid it? This one question, asked and answered over and over and over again, is what's defining your life right now.
To really understand that choice, we first have to dismantle the biggest lie about discipline. I call it the morning lie. It's the one that quietly keeps you stuck.
Okay, so here's the script we're all taught to follow. We think of discipline as this permanent thing, a superpower you either have or you don't, something you build one time, like a wall, and then it's just supposed to stand there forever. We wait around for that feeling of motivation to strike. But the reality is so much more honest. Discipline isn't a trait. It's a choice you make today. It's not built once. It's chosen, constantly. And here's the most important part. It's not a feeling. It's the action you take even when you feel like doing anything but.
You know, lying to yourself is probably the easiest thing you'll do all day. Oh, everything's fine. I'll start on Monday. This one time won't matter. These lies, they create this comfortable little illusion where discipline just isn't necessary. But the moment you get brutally honest with yourself about where you are and where you actually want to be, the need for discipline becomes undeniable. It's not even something you have to hunt for. It finds you.
So why is this daily choice so unbelievably hard? Because you're not just fighting laziness. You're in a constant, knock-down, drag-out battle with your own brain's primal wiring. Your brain has an enemy, and that enemy is the future version of you.
Look, your brain is wired for one thing above all else: survival. And that means taking the path of least resistance. It seeks comfort, it avoids effort, and it absolutely loves easy, familiar patterns. It's literally designed to crave the immediate reward, the instant gratification. And what is discipline? It's the exact opposite. It's choosing the harder path for a delayed gain. So you have to understand this. Every single day, you are consciously fighting your own programming.
And here's the crazy part. Here's how that fight can totally backfire. Tell yourself right now, I am not going to think about a white bear. What's the first thing that pops into your head? A white bear. This is a real thing called ironic rebound. The very act of trying to suppress a thought makes it stronger. This is exactly why pure willpower is almost always a losing strategy. You can't just fight your brain head on, you have to outsmart it.
So, if you can't just rely on willpower, what's left? This brings us to the central idea of this whole explainer. The one thing that changes the entire game, the daily choice.
This is the crucial point right here. You have to stop thinking of discipline as a possession. It's not some dusty trophy sitting on a shelf. It's an active, present tense verb. It's a choice you are making right now in this moment. And guess what? You have to make it again tomorrow, and the day after that. That choice to hit the snooze button, it feels like nothing. The choice to skip the workout, to eat the junk food, to procrastinate for just 5 more minutes. Each one in isolation seems trivial, like it doesn't even count. But these choices are the bricks you're using to build your identity. One choice is an action. A repeated choice becomes a habit. And your collection of habits, well, that's who you are.
All right, let's make this real. Let's watch how this whole thing erodes one tiny decision at a time. I want you to imagine someone who decides they're finally going to get disciplined. This person, they might be a lot like you.
On day 1, they are on fire. Motivation is high. They do everything right for weeks. But then, day 29 hits. They're tired. And that little lie surfaces. Just skip it this once. It's just one time. It won't even matter. That one skip makes the next one so much easier. By day 45, what was an exception is now becoming the rule. That internal negotiation starts earlier and earlier each day. And by day 90, the original habit is just gone. The fire is out. All progress has stopped. And this is the quiet, painful truth they finally arrive at. It wasn't one catastrophic failure. It was a slow, steady erosion, fueled by a series of seemingly insignificant decisions to take the easy road, just for today.
So let's be real. You don't lose discipline like you lose your keys. It doesn't just vanish into thin air. You actively let it go.
You stop making the choice. The failure doesn't happen in one big, dramatic moment. It happens in the small, quiet decisions that you repeat day after day.
Okay, so if the problem is a daily choice, then the solution has to be a daily system. Let's talk about how to actually win.
The approach is direct. First, stop worrying about being disciplined for the rest of your life. Just focus on today. Second, automate everything you can. Lay out your workout clothes, prep your meals, remove the choice, and you remove the struggle. Third, build a few non-negotiable habits. These are the things you do no matter what. Fourth, accept that your brain is going to fight you. Resistance is normal. It doesn't mean you're failing. And finally, the most important rule of all, show up every single day.
This is the mantra. Your only job is to win today. Make the right choices for the next 24 hours. That's it. If you can do that and do it consistently, your whole life just kind of takes care of itself.
Think of your life as a system. It's really simple. Your daily choices are the inputs. Your life's results, your health, your career, your relationships, those are the outputs. It's that direct. If you put inconsistent, half-hearted choices into the system, you're going to get unstable, unpredictable results. But if you feed it consistent, disciplined choices, day in and day out, the output will be stable, predictable progress.
So we end right where we began, with your choice. Not a choice for next week or for tomorrow, but for right now. Be honest with yourself. What is the one decision you are avoiding today? The one you know you should make? Your answer to that question and the action you take next, that is your discipline.